State Department has confirmed I never sent or received any material marked classified, and that hasn't changed in all of these months. And the Department of Justice is doing an inquiry to determine whether there were any issues around the email uses that I had. This seems to me to be, you know, another effort to inject this into the campaign. It's another leak.
Hillary Clinton on NPR today talking about the email scandal. We mentioned that story about the Inspector General of the intelligence community saying that there were dozens of emails that hit the highest classification for classified material, SAP. The campaign is now saying that the IG, President Obama's Inspector General of the intelligence community, is working with Republicans to get this into the campaign cycle. We're back with the panel. David, it's kind of interesting to hear the campaign go that far.
Right.
On attacking this IG.
Well, and to talk about it, you know, but she made a reference too about this being an internal issue within the government, within the intelligence
community. What's classified, what isn't classified.
Not only what's classified, what isn't, but also this frustration that's within the FBI and within the intelligence community about the handling of classified information. This goes back to the Petraeus matter as well. He was charged, of course, and ultimately pled to a misdemeanor. But a lot of frustration about the government and Justice Department not taking a harder line on the handling of this material, and now she's dealing with it. And like you said, I mean, her campaign going out there to say it's not just the IG, but working in coordination with Republicans.
And this is not, it doesn't seem, Steve, having a great effect on the trail, because these polls, the Real Clear Politics in Iowa, neck and neck in New Hampshire, Bernie Sanders up big.
Yeah, I mean, I think we may have already seen a lot of the effect that this is likely to have on her because her honest and trustworthy numbers are so low already. But if you look at the internals of some of these polls, you see even among Democrats, her numbers are rock bottom. And I think that partially explains why you've seen people fleeing from Hillary Clinton's candidacy. Look, there's one thing to note about this new IG letter that came out yesterday. The Inspector General for the intelligence community, according to NBC News, had to be read in to this new program.
Okay,
I put it to NBC News. The Inspector General had to be read into this program because it was so highly classified. He had to have his classification levels upgraded, in effect, in order even to evaluate this program that was discussed on Hillary Clinton's server. I talked to 3 national security lawyers who deal with this for a living. I mean, this is all they do today. And they all said, without exception, there's no question this person would have lost her clearances if this were a senior GS 14 or 15 employee, probably would have lost his or her job, and possibly would have already been indicted.
Well, not only that, but the emails then go to Hillary Clinton's lawyer, who doesn't have the classification, the access either. I want to put up this Pew poll, a pretty large sample nationally, about Hillary Clinton would make a blank president, good, great, average, and you can see the breakdown, 28% terrible. Charles.
Let me just start by saying that despite Steve's innuendo, David is not a double agent. I'm just shocked by the brazenness of her denial. For her to say today, I never sent or received, because remember earlier she said, I never sent, which allows you to do a Clintonian what is, and say, well, I wasn't talking about receiving. She clearly, the IG had reported that this is many of the absolutely highest top secret. And it's reminiscent of her reaction with the beginning of the Lewinsky scandal, when they denied the truth. And she said this is the vast right-wing conspiracy. The go-to initial answer always is to brazenly say a lie, there was no relationship, and then for her to come in and to say this is just imagination or cunning on the other part, or a malevolent conspiracy. She does it again in the face of an IG who clearly is not an agent of the Republicans. So, but I don't think it hurts her among Democrats.
Yeah,
I think it hurts her among the general population, the general election. And again, I think it all depends on the head of the FBI. Either he does a referral or he doesn't.